you've kind of answered this question, so no, I'm actually still interested. I'm also interested for you as an artist, what kind of dialogue do you want to create with other artists through your work as a gallerist and a curator, and also as a collector?
どういうこと？
ご自身がアーティストとして他のアーティストとか、それからキュレーターとしてとかコレクターとしての役割の中で他のアーティストとかキュレーターたちとかそうとのコミュニケーションというのはどういうふうに関わっていきたいと思っていますか
？Okay. In this pandemic moment was Tokyo art market was expanding and kind of the explosion. So that is looks like a sneaker industry, like get like a bought the very cheap price and immediately to go to the auction and then making for the little bit amount of money. So that is kind of the Asian mindset. So I don't like that. So because why? So I was escaped from the Japanese, my Japanese traditional painting. The world looks like that. In kind of the amateur plus professional dealer was making for the very close to circuit, the auction, and then buy and sell, and then raise the price. This is a super artificial. And then when I was a student, the Japanese traditional painting scene was completely crushed. So that's why I don't want to make it for the trouble, right? Something like that. And the Western way is sometime, but when we met with first moment, so you were working with some gallery. That moment was a New York art scene was the art market was expanding, right? Explosion. Like yes. Several artists is I don't know until now can survive or not. But I met many young artists was already gone. So I don't want to making something like that condition. So that's why, you said the gardener, but it's kind of the, how keep the stable. It's a kind of the not too expensive, not too successful. It's okay. It's kind of the,
temperate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's this is my notice like when I making for the art communication in market and kind of the criticize anything.
As an artist, do you feel that your work is informed by your interactions with other artists that you meet through or do work with through the gallery and through curating and collecting, etc.? Do you feel influenced as an artist?
ご自身の自分のアーティストとしての活動とか作品っていうのは他のアーティストたちとかギャラリーを通してやり取りするアーティストたちから影響を受けたりっていうことはあるんでしょうか？
Yes, exactly. Yeah, anytime too. I still doesn't have confidence. Like just I anytime to have to making a research. So many influence from the many galleries, many artists. Mostly the young people.
I know that early on, even all the way back when you were in school and you were finishing your fish painting, you had help from 3 or 4 friends to finish your fish painting. And then in graduate school, you had help from your students to help you complete your dissertation project when you were getting your PhD. Yes, PhD, MFA. Yeah, I think that's for the PhD dissertation project. You said you had around, your PhD project at. No, I know you have a PhD, but I'm trying to remember which story I'm telling. There's 20. You said you had 20 students, and they helped you to finish the dissertation project. And so I think collaboration, it seems like, has been a part of the way that you work across multiple as a gallerist, as an artist, as a thinker. Can you speak a little bit about that collaboration?
質問にないよね。
わかります。一応あったんですけど、ちょっと順番が順不同なので、
どれだろう。
村上さんは大学時代からずっと、そういう人に手伝ってもらって制作を完成したりっていうことをやってきて、アーティストとしてもギャラリストとしても何をやるにもそういうコラボレーションというものをすごい大事にして主な方法として使ってると思うんですけれども、それについてちょっと説明していただけますか。
Okay. When I was a student, when I was 20, early 20s, so I was, going to go want to making for the professional cartoonist or animation director. But I have no talent. Immediately I found myself when I was making for the 8 millimeters film, making animation. And then I gave up and, another thing is I don't want to go to the Japanese traditional painting market. That's why, and then one day I saw the several artists, mostly the Anselm Kiefer. So that was, I don't know why, but I was so impressed and I was crying. So then, came to the, this way, but same time I don't understanding anything in what is a contemporary art. Mean like any time I need help from other people. So this is completely naturally. I need many people to around me. So that's why it's kind of my potential is super low. That's why I need the people.
Do you feel that when you've said before also that you're influenced by a pretty broad array of people, George Lucas, Bill Gates, business at the speed of thought. Of course, many people talk about Andy Warhol's factory. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? I mean, it sounds like collaboration feels almost like just a means to sort of clarify your thoughts almost.
Yeah, it was, big influence, these guys. But right now is Bill Gates is just kind of the, charity people. And Steve Jobs was dead. And, George Lucas is sold to the Walt Disney production. I have nothing to model right now. So,
well, and then, you also said Walt Disney was one of your models.
I really don't want to do that.
No,
because
okay.
I have no potential. I couldn't get the money. That's why. If I got the money, huge amount of money, looks like Lucas, I want to do that. But anyway, so but now is kind of the generally chat GPI. I don't know, like a GPT. GPT number 4, like number 4 is completely same mood when I was touched with Apple II was coming when I was 29 years old. So it's kind of the completely new way it's kind of we cannot using for the old model. So and then I was influenced from the IT people and entertainment people, but maybe in the near future, the general public, using for the artist model. So how survive in, using for the AI is, like an inspiration and, crazy idea is a mostly, precious thing. That's why used to the business person, so I was model, but in now until now to future, so we are the model, I think, completely changed the game, I think.
That's an interesting way of putting it. You're saying that the artist is the model in a way because of this new, because in the context of AI and ChatGPT, it's almost like the technology is imitating the artist. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, this is a very good point because, imitated the past, right?
Yeah.
Cannot create for the new stuff.
Yeah.
Cannot create for the unlogic stuff, right?
Yeah.
Maybe in the AI versus in the chess game, how the condition chess game. AI is very strong right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they've beat people now consistently.
Oh, is that? But now is using for the in Japanese shogi, it's a Japanese chess. Is sometimes very few time, but people can won because people thinking about what the system and it's kind of the strategy is an unlogical thing. It's if AI can learn in unlogical is what it's AI is more high level, but kind of the I want to believe to the human being is can making for the unlogical something. So that was artist history, I think.
It's true. They can AI can only really do what it's programmed to do. It can develop within the bounds of what it's assigned. I was experimenting with ChatGPT and trying to get ChatGPT to write poems that don't rhyme. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Oops. Hello. Oh,
okay.
No. Is that better?
It's the earphone battery was low.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
I was trying to get ChatGPT to write poems in English that don't rhyme, and it had a lot of trouble writing poems that don't rhyme because it hadn't really been taught how to do that yet, how to make something that is a poem, but isn't within the very, very old traditional structure of a poem from like the 19th century. So it could only really write in rhymes. So it's true. I'm wondering, when you say, I know that you've always used very frontline technology in your work and in the way that you think about how to make your work. How has ChatGPT and AI influenced you in the past year or whatever?
This is a very good example. When I was debut in New York City, so the model I was using for the model is Bob Flanagan. The kind of the performance artist was in a PS1 museum. He was kind of the nail for his penis, and then blood is coming, and this is a big screen to showing. So that experience was super.
Bob Flanagan. Did you say Flanagan?
Yeah,
Flanagan. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and then ChatGPT cannot making for the immoral or something, right? It's a kind of sexual or something or violent something, and they want to control in looks like a sci-fi movie in a control world, right? Mm-hmm. After 1984 or something like that. But the immoral thing was I found in New York City is art world, right? The porno is now looks like a market is super strong. That's why porno is not good for the art world. But in a human being need to the something like over the limitation. That means like ChatGPT or something like that. The new technology is many types moral. So that's why we have to escape from that moral. That is art mean, I think.
Do you think that there are going to be other forms of AI that are less restricted? Because I think a lot of people probably agree with you that those restrictions feel too conservative or whatever. I think surely there are going to be sort of alternatives that people come up with, even if they're like black market AI or something like that, where it's much more possible to create, pornographic imagery, violent imagery and stuff like that.
今後やっぱ同じように考えて、やっぱ保守的すぎて制御がかかりすぎてると考えて、そういうブラックマーケットなり、普通の展開なりでそういう制御が緩くなる AI というのがやっぱ出てきて、でそういうポルノ的なものとか暴力的なものとかが AI でも作られるようになると思いますか？
Because privately you can do that, right?
Right.
Yeah. That means like already studying for something like that system, I think. But
the technology
it's a very I thought the chess game, the AI versus human being. So how human being will win is kind of system, right? It's
Yeah.
kind of the this is the key stuff, I think. You know, that like me is a very crazy guy. It's a, you know, Van Gogh is a crazy guy. It can survive in history because the, you know, can watching to the in the future, I think. So that and then this is a big possibility to the human being. That's why, you know, we don't necessarily too much fear to the AI. So we can using for the very, it's kind of the, you know, this 60, 70 years. I remember when I was a kid, my mom was every day washing, you know, my pants, my shirts or something every day. But now is no one to, like, just, you know, right? In a machine is doing something like that. Like, okay, so this thinking is a machine, AI, boom. And then something like that, or more less contact with kind of the, you know, the space, something, the wave, you know, we can do some new way, right? So that's why, you know, we can use the very casually to the AI.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe you're also more used to the idea because you've been so into sci-fi for so long.
Yes, that's why, yes. So that's why, you know, geek guys is, you know, mostly strong people, you know, until now, you know, IT people is a geek people, but it's, you know, not geek, like completely crazy people. We're having a, you know, big potential in the future, I think.
Yeah, it's like nothing new for you.
Okay. I don't know.
Speaking of absurdity and kind of unpredictable, this idea that people can do things that are unpredictable, absurd, humorous, not systemic in ways that AI can't, that AI is stuck in a system. I'm going to switch topics here because I noticed